Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today we are playing everything in Overwatch 2. We're going to be diving in, playing flex play all night tonight, and doing every single role, putting ourselves in positions where we might otherwise not be in, having only played a single role for the night, and enjoying ourselves throughout every game. Depending on what we play, we may do better, we may do worse. Depending on the scenarios we get put in, we may be put in comfortable or unfamiliar circumstances, and that is going to expand our game knowledge and make us better players overall. And if you guys would like to join me this evening, let me know in chat, and I will go ahead and I will pull you in. This is a fun, quick play stream. There's nothing too competitive going on here, but with that, we're going to dive into our first game. We're going to go ahead and queue up as all, and then we're going to jump into the practice range so that I can get my aim together. And I want to thank everybody who is coming in off the jump here. Just going to go ahead and fire off some of these shots, making sure that my aim is on point. Apparently it doesn't matter because it's already time to get into a game. What do you think, tank? Support. Okay, so off the jump, I'm going to go ahead and pick Kiriko as our support for the first game of the night here. And we also have a Moira. We have an Ashe. Let's see who else everybody picks, and maybe I'll switch heroes depending. But Kiriko is just in general the pick that I would normally swing into a quick play game with, because she offers the most flexibility of all of the characters, and also allows me to benefit from my ability to aim, which is not quite as prevalent in other support classes. So like Zen is maybe another one, and maybe Baptiste is another one that can really benefit from your ability to aim. However, you run something like a Moira, or you run something like a... Hang on. Or you run something like a Brig, you're not going to be worrying about your aim too much, and I like to be rewarded for my skill. We have a Winston to go with our Genji, so I'm going to be diving with the Winston. We can have the Moira here, staying with the Ashe, and keeping everybody alive. We got someone on the other team has just left the game, but it looks like we should be good, and we are diving right in here. Gonna start putting some heals off into our Winston. Already took a little bit of damage off the start, but we should be just fine. Gonna throw our Moira a heal over in the corner. Make sure that we are staying inside of the Winston bubble to keep ourselves as safe as humanly possible. And we're just waiting for Winston to dive, and when he does, we're gonna go with him. We're just keeping him up, keeping him topped off as much as humanly possible, and trying to get the kills wherever we can. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple of kunai out when I see that everybody is topped off. Winston is looking kind of low, so I'm going to go ahead and just stick with the heal on him. Need our Moira. There we go. Our Moira is now healing him. Got to make sure that everybody stays up here as we stand at the choke and do absolutely nothing. I'm not really sure what the point of this maneuver is here. We should be pushing through. We have already lost our Ashe because they are effectively doing more damage and more better support than we are. Going to go ahead and support the Winston, who has jumped up into the building to chase the D.Va. But D.Va is a hard counter to Winston because his body is so large. Her shotguns are able to deal a large amount of damage to him. So maybe him chasing her wasn't the greatest idea ever. Gonna go ahead and lose our Moira here, and this is not looking good. We need Winston to dive out, and I'm probably going to get into a position where I could be hit by the D.Va bomb. Luckily, I was just able to get out of the way there, but we lost our tank in the meantime. And that doesn't feel great. We need to keep our Genji alive, but I wasn't able to. Looks like I am maybe the only one left. Perhaps Moira is standing on top of me. Hard to say. She's literally inside of my body there for a second. Gonna throw our Ashe a heal, but it's not gonna get there in time. And I am gonna get got by the Hanzo arrow. That is not looking good for us, but we are healing our butts off, trying to keep everyone alive. Winston has finally figured out that we can move through the choke, not just stand at it. But he was anti-healed and couldn't get himself back up. Gonna go ahead and throw our Moira some... What are these called? The healing papers that I'm spacing on the name of. What are they called? The Ofuda. Man, I definitely was not about to reach the Ofuda conclusion. It definitely wasn't going to go that way. I need to kill this Ana. We need to get this Ana out of the way here. And I am stuck with the... That feels like an extremely long Cassidy stick grenade. That was an incredible distance for that to have traveled. I think since the last time I played, those have gotten reworked, so it's possible that they have a larger range than they used to have. But that was pretty crazy. I'm gonna go ahead, throw our monkey a heal. Gonna try and teleport onto him and hope for the best, but he has put himself in an extremely bad position here. And we are here, we're on the point. Thankfully, everybody came forward. Had they waited any longer, it probably would have been good game for both me and Winston. Just gonna toss a couple of kunai their way. Throw some heals to our Genji and our Winston. And we have Bob, who is helping us secure this point here. We're not going to get too aggressive, even though it doesn't matter too much if we die. We have the Ashe, we have the Winston, who is way, way out of position. The Ashe kind of deserved that. If Winston goes down, he deserves it too, because they shouldn't be in here. Just flat out, they should not be in here. I'm going to go ahead and finish off this Moira, and make sure that she knows that she shouldn't be doing this. And once you punish somebody, they will think twice about what they do next. I am going to utilize the Kitsune Rush here in a second to put the payload and our team in forward momentum. Need to make sure that everyone knows that wherever we are, we need to be together. And you can see that Diva is here. She does not realize what's going to happen. Bang, we're going to just utilize the payload to make sure that we stay alive. Not going to be able to save Moira through those dragons. Hopefully she was able to get out of the way. Looks like she was here. I'm going to go ahead and heal our Genji up. Healing Genji up, but he went too high into the sky instead of diving into the Winston bubble where he would have been safe from the Cassidy, who was shooting him from the side. Going to utilize my... Oof. This is not looking good for us. Okay, I'm going to get out here. Ideally, I'm going to get out here. I'm going to dive back, jump over here, grab this health pack, and then teleport over to Winston. And I do have my ultimate for when the team comes back, but I don't want to use it when there aren't anybody or when there isn't anybody around. Teammates need to be nearby to be able to benefit from the Kitsune Rush. And they are down a tank, so this should be no problem here. We're going to let the Kitsune guide us. And then we're going to jump over onto the Genji and help Genji do Genji things. Let him be an aggressive damage dealer. You can see the entire team is here. But as long as we are moving the payload forward, we shouldn't have too much of an issue. Gonna teleport over to Genji, but that is going to cost us our life, more than likely. It's a good thing that Cassidy doesn't know how to aim, and we were able to get out without too much issue. Again, this Moira thinks that she is hot shit, and we're gonna make sure that she knows not to be out of position like that. Don't aggress onto us, because that will be the end. We're going to use our Suzu and our teleport there to survive the high noon and just kind of walk our way back to the payload as we utilize cover to block off the rest of their team. Again, we're going to put a little bit of damage Moira's way and just make sure that Moira knows not to be doing those things that she's doing. Gonna put some heals onto our tank. And again, just pumping damage into Moira, making sure that she knows that she needs to be more conservative with her life. I would like to save Monkey here. Put some more heals into him. I'd like to save Genji. We're going to go ahead and throw the Ofuda, but it's not going to matter. Going to get Tracer up. Make sure that Tracer stays up here. And we're going to back up out of the dragons. Move up using wall run to get over the boxes and get a better angle on our Winston. And my Suzu is about to come off cooldown, and it looks like I will have to use it pretty quickly here. Gonna save Genji. No, I was not able to save Genji. I was gonna do my best here to try and save Genji, but he died just a second too late. Or just a second too early. And we were able to snag the victory here on game number 1. Looking at our damage, we were doing decent in terms of the kunai we were throwing out. Didn't get too many impactful kills, but we did pump out an absolute ton of healing, and we're able to help the team move to the positions that they needed to move to. You can see the endorsements are flowing in. We got our Moira and our Genji here. I'm going to go ahead and give them the endorsement, since they are only endorsement level 2. That being said, I think our Moira could have taken a little bit less of an aggressive approach to everything. Maybe calmed down a little bit and threw in a little bit more heals, but that's all right. We did end up making it to the end, and that is game number 1. I'm going to put us back into the practice range, and we'll see what role we get for game 2. Excuse me. Try not to hurt myself when I have normal bodily functions like burping. Not going to be able to do anything inside of the practice range. That is unfortunate. We're here on Dorado. We're playing as tank, and we are defending. This could be good. It could be bad. We'll see what the other team ends up looking like. We have already lost one of our damage dealers here. Thankfully, we got another one pretty quickly. I'm going to go ahead and use Sigma off the start. Because Sigma is a good tank to hold at a choke point. We have a Genji, we have an Ana, we have a Moira. This could go well for our team, but the team comp isn't looking like the best ever. Also, the Genji will want to be aggressive and dive into the enemy team. And while that is good, you know, in and of itself is a good thing for him to be in the enemy team, it is not good on defense here on point 1. The spot to defend is kind of on a rooftop, and because of that, the Widowmaker is going to be actually a lot better of a damage dealer to roll with at the beginning. And you can see she's already got her angle here, and we are just going to place this barrier right here to protect our... maybe not. We'll just put it right there so that Widow has a nice open place to snipe from. And we're going to jump on down to a not ideal position, but it will allow us to ideally get ourselves into a spot where we can defend against the enemy moving forward onto the payload. Don't want to get too aggressive here. Going to utilize this building to my right as a big piece of cover, and we're going to use the rock to stun both the Moira and the Orisa. And we're just going to kind of push them back to the spawn you go. And the barrier is still up there. And so because of that, we're just going to put a little bit of damage into the enemy Widowmaker. Going to go ahead and use Kinetic Grasp to stop anybody who is moving forward. Going to throw the rock down there and hope that we get a cheeky kill, but it looks like nobody is moving there, and that's okay. We can see that Orisa is getting low, but we don't want to get too aggressive and put ourselves in a position where we end up dying because of it. We're going to use Kinetic Grasp to stop the Bastion from doing the Bastion thing. And with my barrier being down, it's now time to move completely out of the way here. We're going to utilize the front of the payload as a piece of cover as we kind of engage with the Moira and the Orisa, who are over on the side here. Got stunned out of my rock throw, but we're gonna try and save Genji. Try and protect Genji here. Bang, we're gonna put that down onto the Orisa. Make sure that she just can't be in a spot where we don't want her to be. I have a feeling that the Bastion is behind us. I'm gonna go ahead and unmute my mic, and it looks like he is behind us. So because of that, we're going to put the barrier up right there. And the Bastion has destroyed our Genji and our Widowmaker. So we need to be careful about what happens next. We can see the Bastion ult is coming out here. Going to use Kinetic Grasp to stop us from getting killed at the side. We're going to utilize the barrier in front of me to stop Orisa from doing Orisa things and killing me with her primary fire. Going to go and use Kinetic Grasp as we walk into the enemy. And right now we're going to put that barrier up to save us from the Bastion. To stand out of the way here. And once they come around this corner, again, I'm going to use Kinetic Grasp to try and shield myself from the advance. They are getting extremely aggressive because there is no damage dealers to stop them here. And that's not great for us, but we see that our Moira is kind of up on the side, kind of doing her best to get aggressive in the meantime. And that is a good thing for us. We can see now that our Genji is back. So again, I'm going to advance onto this Orisa. Just advancing onto the Orisa to try and stop her from moving forward here with her team. And I'm going to put up this barricade. Going to rock the Orisa. But it looks like it may not matter here. I'm going to use this to get out of the way. And we're going to lift Orisa up We're going to slam her down onto the ground and send her back to the respawn screen. That was a clutch nano boost from the Ana right at the moment that we needed it. You can see that the Pharah is up on the top, so we're going to wait for the barrier to regain some health, and then we're going to put it up to defend us against the Pharah, and we're going to walk this payload backwards as quickly as we can. We're going to check the enemy team to see what they are running with now. You can see that they have a Reaper, we can see that they have a Pharah, and we know that we don't want to be in a place where the Reaper or the Pharah can get us, and we don't want to be engaging with the enemy Orisa either, so we're just going to kind of use Kinetic Grasp to block her damage, and then we're going to put the barrier in front of us, use the rock to hit the Orisa, and stop her from being as aggressive as she normally is. Now we're going to back up and utilize the payload as a piece of cover, and again, we're going to walk forward. We're walking forward right now, and we are utilizing the rock as best we can. Damn. I tried hard to stay alive there. I got a little bit too aggressive, I think, but we also need some people to die. Looks like the Widowmaker did get the Pharah out of the air. It's going to be tough for me to get back in time before we end up losing this first point. We're going to have to try and... Widow, if you can just protect Ana, I'm on my way back. Okay, so I can hear that our Moira is behind us, and that is a good thing for us. We can see that the Orisa is getting extremely aggressive with me, but we're just going to kind of ignore her. We're going to put the barrier up a little bit, and then we're going to damage onto her. I may die here. Yeah, I definitely am going to die here. Both of our support were dead, and I did my best to get back, but there wasn't enough time to stop them from doing what they needed to do. It looks like our Ana is waiting for us. We have our Moira has ultimate. I'm about to have ultimate as well. We're going to have our Widowmaker ult as well. And we're going to go engage them in the street here. One good place that we could engage them would be up top on the raised platform, but it would be difficult for us to stop them from pushing forward unless we were to have the proper amount of cover up there, the proper amount of engagement distance even. Gonna use Kinetic Grasp to stop them from pushing forward. The Orisa is getting extremely aggressive with me, and I need heals. There we go. Okay, so right now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to lift the Torb up. That's going to kill the Torbjorn. They lost their other damage dealer as well. We're going to use Kinetic Grasp here to absorb as much damage as humanly possible. Going to throw down this barrier to block the Orisa's sightline, and then we're going to rock the Orisa to put some damage into her. Going to pull the barrier back so that we can let it recharge some. And now the enemy Moira is down, which is good news for us. Used Kinetic Grasp to give us some extra HP. Gonna destroy the Torbjorn turret. And again, we're just forcing them backwards right now. Torbjorn is not effective at hitting us, which is good news. But we did lose our Moira. And it looks like there is a Reaper behind us. Gonna use Kinetic Grasp and my rock to stop this Reaper from doing what he wants to do. Gonna pull my barrier out here and utilize it even though it is kind of low health. Now I'm gonna use that as a signal to retreat some and concede ground. I'm gonna use Kinetic Grasp to absorb the Moira orb. And again, we're just we're pumping damage out as much as possible. And we got the Orisa to waste an ultimate, which is great for us. We're not going to let the healing pylon do what the healing pylon does. Not without us having something to say about it. I am taking a lot of damage now at this point. And I don't want to die here. So I'm gonna pump myself in front of the Orisa. And I may die here. Going to put this rock into Orisa. Keep backing up. She does not have any support, so I'm just gonna finish her off. And now I have ultimate again. But it looks like we won that team fight. And it looks like that may be the end of the game here. I don't think anybody will be able to get back in time. And I think that we just won it here on... let's just find out. Let's just make sure. Finish off that Torb. And that is the win here on Dorado. Chase says, are you going to be playing competitive this season? Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably save that for its own stream. I had a lot of ideas for things that I wanted to do, and it's not that playing in comp isn't like fun or good, but there's only so much that you can do in comp before you hit your skill ceiling and you kind of cap out. So for people who want to improve, it's almost better to play in quick play for a long time until they're very sure about themselves. And also in quick play, you just kind of have like the variance in skill level. You got like and I talked about this in a comment actually right before I went live. You got a variance in skill level all the way from pros down to like bronze players. And because of that, it lets me face off against people who are very good, as well as people who are maybe not so good. And you can see on the enemy team, these guys, like a few of them were kind of mid, and then the Ilari was very strong in her role, but like it lets you I can't believe I just endorsed the other team. That was an accident. Oh well, my guys had plenty of endorsements. I want them to keep playing. But yeah, I'll probably play comp this season. The competitive placement matches got a rework when Overwatch 2 launched. I don't know, Chase, if you played. Did you play during Overwatch 2 launch? But when it launched, okay, so this is a good place for me to play a monkey. The placement matches were placing you extremely, extremely low when the game launched, and because I had not played since Overwatch 1, it gave me like bronze 5. Like, it gave me like the lowest possible placement, and I had to like really claw my way up, and it took a lot of games and a lot of hours. And then in season 1 or season 2, I can't remember, I think it was season 1, they reset everyone's competitive rank, and I had to do it again, and like I started to lose steam on that. Because, like, as fun as it is, like, I enjoy that part, but I don't want to have to climb up from Bronze 5 over and over again, dude. I'm simply not a Bronze 5 player, and it's kind of exhausting. Started in Season 8, kind of 7. Right on. Yeah, like, I'm just not a Bronze 5 player, and it's exhausting to play with people who are, like, the entire lobby is way below my skill level, including, like, so no matter what I do, like, I'm either not receiving heals, or I'm not getting tanks that are effective, you know what I mean, or I'm not getting DPS that can kill things, and, like, it becomes, like, a real pain in the ass for somebody who has played many, many hours. Just coming over here to defend, just defending, utilizing my piece of cover here, and I see that this Moira is getting low. I'm gonna use my barrier to block this diva off, and we're gonna kind of hold this point. They said that they have fixed they've since fixed the issues there in the placement matches, so I'm excited to see like what it looks like. Where's this diva? But that being said, like, I don't want to spend my entire life. Hang on, just gonna jump up in the air, bang. I'm gonna jump back down, and then I'm gonna utilize my movement ability to kind of dive backwards. And I don't want my team to die, so I'm just going to put this down and give them a nice safe place to be. And now I am discouraging them from moving forward here. See, the diva is out of mech, so she is a completely ineffective tank. Just going to go ahead and finish off the Moira as best I can. Maybe not. Maybe I just back up here into the Lucio healing. I got very low. I expected our Mercy to come with us. Looks like she might have been helping someone else at that moment. Again, I'm just going to wait for my team to heal me up, because I don't want to put myself in an overextended position. Our Genji has finally gone down here, so now we're looking, we're in a dangerous spot, basically. And we're just going to back up towards the point, because we are down 3. We're down 3, and we're going to back all the way up here. Just backing all the way up, and we're going to utilize this, piece of cover to make sure that we're not dying. And then we're going to jump onto the point here, start damaging their Mercy, because their Mercy is the most... No, I pressed my ult. Oh, God. Mercy is the person that needs to die the most, and she's very difficult to kill. We need people, not just myself, but we need Genji to also be diving Mercy at that moment. But I pressed my ultimate to keep myself alive. It just didn't work. Gonna utilize this piece of cover. That's a lot of people dead here on my team, so found the placements to be kind of off. I got 8 wins and placed silver. My duo went 3 for 10 and got plat. Yeah, see, that's really odd, right? For me, in Season 2, I played as support, and I did my support placements, and I won 10 out of 10 games, and I had less than like 10 deaths between the entire 10 games. And what ended up happening was I got silver like 4 or silver 3 or something like that, and like I died like 8 times in 10 games, and I won 10 out of 10 games, and I got like silver. And it's like, and at a certain point you're just like, all right, bro, well, I guess the skill level just isn't going to be reflected here. You know, but they said they fixed that, so ideally that will be something that we get to do later on this season. I won't die again before I utilize my ultimate. At least I hope I won't. I got Pharah ulted last time. Gonna get up in Mercy's face here, make sure that she can't just be freely healing everywhere. And my team is taking a lot of damage. You can see the Moira is using her entire ultimate to heal this Mercy, which is good for the Mercy, but bad for us. That should be enough. Yes, it is. Gonna dive out of the way here. Just kind of getting up on these guys. I would not be surprised to see the D.Va ult again. D.Va flew all the way out of there, and that's fine for us because we can come over here. We have the point already. We could stagger their team a little bit. That Pharah landed inside of the Junkrat trap. We're just going to back up because we know that the Widowmaker is on the other side. Bang, and now I'm going to dive this Widow. Just waiting a second before we move forward. Bang, and we're diving with the Genji to ensure that our victory is certain. I'm going to put this up to make sure that D.Va can't do her thing. I'm just going to use the ranged attack for Winston to kill that D.Va. And we're going to get our kill here on the Moira. We're going to jump up and start booping the Pharah around so that her shot doesn't land where she wants it to. Give our team a place to hide if they need it. And we're good to go. We're good to go. It's pretty nice to have a Genji who is also diving with me, honestly. Yeah, so I'm excited to actually play comp, but I'm gonna get some of these quick play ideas that I had for the live shows out of the way, and then I'll probably jump into comp. If not next week, then the week after. I'll probably run out of I don't know exactly how many ideas I have like written down, like compared to how many days there are, but I'm going live every single day and putting out a video pretty much every single day. So ideally, we will get to that point next week, and then you know whatever happens happens. We don't have to play every stream as comp, but it is fun. Like where my heart is, you know, I want everybody to care about their competitive rank, but the fact is a lot of people just play the game to have fun with their friends. So it's important to cater to those people too, especially when I'm worried about when I'm trying to build an audience, you know. I'm gonna put this here, and we're backing up. We're not getting too aggressive, not yet anyway. We're gonna get people out of the catch people out of position before we engage too far. Gonna jump up onto the Pharah. Gonna put some ranged attacks on her. Drop down this barrier. Just gonna dive out of the way. Let our Mercy kind of heal us back up. And then we're gonna try and engage with their Mercy, who is stuck inside of this Junkrat trap. And I was not able to kill her in time, but that's okay. Most of our team is dead, so we are going to jump out of the way here. And I think she caught like my foot or something like that around the corner, because on my screen I had her line of sighted at the moment I died. Yeah, like the corner of my arm, like my elbow and stuff. I'm just gonna wait for this Mercy. Gonna give Mercy a place to fly to. Off the start here. Thank you, Mercy. And we're gonna drop this here, and then gonna dive over. Right, and we're just forcing them out of the position they're in while utilizing the pieces of cover that we have. Hopefully our team doesn't die there. That is unfortunate, but we should be able to kill this Mercy. Perhaps not. Time for us to go. Yeah, we got to get out of the dragons. Just gonna dive away from the dragons here. Waiting for our team to come back. We're playing fast and loose with this D.Va. I'm gonna put damage in on this Moira, Moira no fade. I'm not sure where the Moira went, but there she is. Right, so. Gonna jump up, and now we're going... Bro, I hit my ultimate. Oh, dude. That has happened like 5 times with Winston, where I press the ultimate and then I just die. And, like, I'm even pressing it early. Or what I think is early. Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Just wait, don't go in 2v5. You're both gonna die, please. Alright, we gotta kill Mercy. Okay, gonna make sure that I press my ultimate a little bit early here. And we're just going to, we're gonna get dusted by this Pharah. That's okay. We got stuck. That's alright, we got stuck. We'll go back in, we'll get him next time. One thing about this Genji and Winston duo is that when we start taking too much damage, I can always just swap characters over to like a Sigma, and I can utilize a completely different skill set and make it very difficult for Pharah to be Pharah, make it difficult for Hanzo to be Hanzo, because of the different skills that Winston has compared to a Sigma. They're just very, very different characters, but in doing so, it's going to make the D.Va swap to something else. I guarantee that D.Va will still be D.Va in this round, but will swap to something else to try and counter me here in, like, I don't know, 2 minutes. Get ready for it. Dang, and we got their Zen down. Our Genji is down, and that's unfortunate, but... So we're in position on the point. Gonna pull my barrier back. We're gonna kill Pharah. Yep. Now we're gonna kill Moira. Moira, no fade. Just gonna back up, just backing up. Utilizing the kinetic grasp to stop the D.Va from being able to get away with firing all of her rockets into us. Gonna use my body to block this Winston, or this Lucio. Bang, and now we can see that the Moira is doing her best to stop this D.Va from dying, but it's just not enough. Right? This D.Va got a mech back way too fast, but it's all good. Because we're just going to use this one piece of cover here. And we're going to kill both their DPS there. Gonna get this D.Va out of mech here. Moira, no fade. And now you can see their team is swapping all kinds of characters. They've swapped like 2 or 3 times now. And here comes the D.Va is now a Ramatra. You see that? I literally called it, bro. I called exactly what was going to happen, and they lose. And that's how it goes, bro. That's how it goes, man. They thought they were going to win. It took the D.Va a long time to realize how badly she was losing, and we kicked their ass. Just going to go ahead and let the team know that they were great support. Definitely going to give one to this Lucio, because he was doing good. And I'm going to give one to this here, this Junkrat, because he was also doing pretty good. And again, like when the D.Va expects that you're going to come back in as the Winston, D.Va is a hard counter to Winston. So when she expects that she's not ready to play against a different tank, she doesn't have the mindset to play against a different tank. She thinks she's going to come in and do the exact same things that she did in the last round, but that's just simply not possible against something like a Sigma or something like a Ramatra or even a Junk or a Roadhog even. So like D.Va herself, while she is a good tank, is actually really easy to destroy. And we're attacking on Junkertown here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick Widow if our other DPS does not. We got Cornstarch as our other DPS. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. You know, it's good for baking, but is it good for DPS? We're going to find out. Torbjorn. No, so it's only good for baking. Alright. Well, I got plenty of time. So I'm going to take a sip of both my Red Bull, and I'm going to take a big old swig of my water. It's important to stay hydrated, because this game, this game could go for like 15 minutes. And that's a lot of talking. So, I've talked about this before, but because we're doing attack on a payload map, the respawn advantage is with us here. Because we'll respawn right here and just walk out the doors. The enemy, as soon as we get a kill, will have to respawn and walk all the way back, which means that if we get 1 kill or 2 kills, it's pretty much good game for the first point, and it shouldn't be difficult for us to get to where we need to be. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that my scope is all the way charged up as I peek, and I took a little bit of damage, but nothing to worry about here. Just keeping an eye out on where they could be. I can see them through this, apparently I can't hit them from there. That's Ryan's leg, dude. I should have been able, I feel like I should have been able to hit Ryan from there, like, no problem. But, you know, he's using this piece of cover very well, but I can still put damage into him. At least a little bit, to a smaller extent, right? So, I'm gonna use this railing here as my spot to snipe. And this is like a really good place to... Hey, this is like a really good place to snipe from, because they pretty much can't reach me with their attacks here. And there we go. So now with their Bastion down, we have a much, much better chance of being able to push the payload. I know we're really excited about Ana, but push the payload. Because if we wait too long, then we're going to miss out on our chance to capitalize on that Bastion being dead. We need to be cognizant of our advantages and making sure that we're not squandering them. Keeping an eye up top. I don't care too much about Reinhardt, but I do want to kill whoever Reinhardt comes out with, right? Bastion is underneath, so I'm going to utilize this large piece of cover here to stay safe while also being able to put a large amount of damage in from the side. I don't want to get myself into a spot where I die, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the Bastion, see where he is, make sure that he is taking full damage from us. And we're getting low, so I'm just going to wait a second before I engage again. The Lifeweaver is very low here. Gonna wait for that shield to come down. And this Reinhardt is almost dead here. But it looks like I am gonna get pushed. So I'm gonna pull myself backwards to another nice position there. Gotta be careful of this Junkrat. I'm gonna stand here and utilize these boxes, or barrels even, to put damage down range. Got one of their healers down. And with one of their support down, it should be easy to push it the last few feet. Gonna go ahead and get their Lifeweaver out of my face. Gonna take out this Bastion as well. And we're doing great here. We're doing great. Gonna go ahead and put that Reinhardt into his grave. Just jump out of the way of that Junkrat mine. And we're gonna utilize this as our piece of cover. We can strafe to the side, we can strafe to the left, and to the right even. and get ourselves into a safe place, but we got to be careful of this window off to the left. Gonna go ahead and snipe that Junkrat out of his ult. With an eye here, we can keep an eye on the Bastion and make sure that we're not getting ourselves into a silly position. And I can just move over here. What's Reinhardt about to do about that? What you about to do, man? Come on, I thought you were a big guy. I thought you were a big, tough dude. I can't get myself up into a high ground position here yet, but that's okay. This Reinhardt is playing far too aggressively. She doesn't benefit too much from the Kitsune. Now would be a good time for me to swap. I think a soldier pick would be good here. I've gotten plenty of kills, and they have been very impactful from this point on. I can play as soldier, and I can essentially do the same thing, but without having to have such little impact on the game should I miss. Right, so now that I know that Reinhardt will be there, I can start putting the heavy damage into him, and this is essentially just exactly the same as the Widowmaker pick, but the Reinhardt is getting a ton of heals, so we need to get over to a position where we can fight some of the support, and the Bastion is kind of in the way there. We need to kill this Ana. Kill Ana. Gonna try and kill this Lifeweaver. I'm getting hit by Reinhardt. That's a rough place to be, but with the damage that we're putting out, it's all going according to plan. With him getting the nano boost in the middle of charging, it definitely should have killed our Mauga. The fact that Mauga survived is actually amazing. I can't jump over to that as soldier, but I can get the high ground position over where Junkrat is. If I can take a little bit of damage onto Junkrat. Yes, and I was able to get him out of the way. And now we're going to get up into the high ground position here. We're going to put damage into that Ana. Okay, Lifeweaver next. I can see that Bastion is fighting me. Bang, and then we got that Lifeweaver down. Kill Ryan while there's nobody to save him. Good stagger. I'm going to get up into the high ground position. And I can utilize this spot here to move. They're moving the payload forward, and I can get into a spot where I can see anybody that is, like, too far advanced. And I can see that Junkrat is here, which means he's going to go up to this top position. And when he does, I'm going to hit him with a Helix Rocket. Oh, he decided against it. So I'm going to move up into this top position then. And I am going to put down my healing pad and kill this Junkrat. Just get him out of our face. Then we're going to put the damage in on this Lifeweaver. We're not going to let him live through this. Doesn't matter how badly he wants it. I'm sad that I got hit by that, but it is what it is. Gonna back up. Gonna back up. The Rhine is antied right now. And with the Bastion over in the corner, we are going to just get slightly aggressive with him. Knowing that the Mauga just popped his ult, it's time to get aggressive with whoever he has inside of it, which is Reinhardt. So we're gonna get right up into his face. We're gonna back up away from the team here, because we know that the Junkrat ultimate will be coming for us. We can hear it, it's very loud, but that being said, we can't necessarily shoot it, because if he's wily with it, it's gonna be very difficult to actually do anything. The Ana is in here with me. Ana 1. Gonna be difficult for me to stop them here. I'm gonna need some assistance, but I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna get Doom Fisted instead. You never want your Doom to get fisted, you know. Our Mauga is very, very aggressive in this position. I think we just back up. Torb, if you can get out, try and get out. I'm gonna try and cover your escape. Just run back. I got you. Alright, we're good. Cool. Let's just wait for the squad. Okay, guys, if you get an ultimate, just save it. And we're gonna let them use all of their ults. They should have... What should they have? A nano boost is about to come out. Good, let's push forward. Life Weaver's one. Good game. All right. And that's how it's done. Whew. Let's go, cornstarch. You mischievous fox, you. Yo, I was wrong. Cornstarch was a beast. I never doubted him for a second. That was a good game. I enjoyed playing DPS. I got to play all 3 roles back to back to back there. That's the perfect example of a flex. Flexed on all 3. We won all 3. You can't go wrong with that, man. Right off the start. Won all 3 games. Got to play all 3 roles. You love to see it. The thing about Lifeweaver that I don't like is that his life grip makes people immune to damage while they're getting life gripped. And, like, yeah, maybe they would just die if they weren't immune to damage, but I kind of feel like that's like a bitch move cop-out. Like, if we're shooting them, they shouldn't get an instant immunity ability and get the benefit of traveling back to the Lifeweaver himself. I don't know, that part kind of pisses me off, but... Okay, so we have a very sedentary team, aside from Lucio. They're kind of anchors. Both Ashe and Widowmaker are both kind of anchor characters. We are going to utilize Sigma here. Ramatra or Arisa could also be a good choice, but Sigma gives us the ability to shield our Widow or our Ashe, depending on where they are or what spot they're in. It looks like our Widow is about to swap to something else. Wouldn't be surprised to see her pick like a Soldier or like a Cassidy or something like that. Sorry, I was trying not to burp. There's a loud-ass car going by. When you are defending on Midtown, the spot you defend at is right where the Ashe is. You never ever run up to where the Widowmaker is, although Widow's trying to get that cheeky snipe off the start. It's just not a good idea. We're going to utilize this barrier. And I'm going to move forward slightly. Just slightly, and then close enough, though, to my barrier so that, should I need it, it's easily accessible. Now I'm going to utilize Kinetic Grasp to put myself into a position where I have a lot of extra HP. And the barrier is getting low. And with D.Va up here, it's time to pull back the barrier, which I would have done even if it didn't break, but it did. So, going to put that into D.Va, make sure that she is kind of out of the way here. And we're going to do our best to stop her from being able to aggress onto our Ashe and our Widowmaker. And we definitely want to kill their Mercy, though. So we're going to utilize Kinetic Grasp while she's using her rockets, or her, rockets. And I am about to die, yeah. That's just too much damage. I think I killed myself with my own rock. I didn't realize... I'll be honest, I did not know that Sigma's rock dealt damage to himself. I've never seen that before. I'm gonna have to ask. Ask the team. If that is for real. Because again, and the Widowmaker that I said would probably swap to a Soldier did. In this moment, I know that I can't survive a full-on assault, but I can generate a little bit of ultimate. So I'm just gonna generate a small amount of ultimate there. And now we're going to go from the side here, try and get in on the Genji, get in on the ultimate charge that we could potentially grab. And now we're going to get out of the way. I pressed Kinetic Grasp by accident, but it is what it is. We got pushed by the Genji. That is unfortunate. We got Bob here. Bob is going to defend our spot. We have Lifeweaver. Mercy swaps to Lifeweaver. And we have a Lucio who is boosting us back to the point. We have a Lucio ultimate. And we should probably wait until we... we have the entire team back to utilize that. But, gonna use our barrier to block the ult from the D.Va. And it is not looking good for us right here. But what I can do is kind of pick everyone up and damage as many people as possible. Unfortunately, I did not get the Mercy there, which kind of made this whole thing useless. I need our DPS to get a few kills, but it's not looking like that's going to be possible. We need to kill... Okay, good. With D.Va out of mech, she is significantly less able to defend their team. Going to pull the barrier back here, utilize the rock to get some damage in on this Hanzo. And then we're going to use the barrier through this doorway. And I'm going to pull the barrier back so that it doesn't break. Going to use Kinetic Grasp to absorb as much as I can. And with the D.Va kind of still alive in the background... Okay, she did die. Good. With the D.Va kind of still alive in the background, it was looking like she might have gotten another mech. She got rezzed. That is not great. You know, not what you want to see at all. But we're forcing them backwards, utilizing the rock and the Kinetic Grasp to absorb as much damage as humanly possible. Put the barrier up while D.Va uses her rockets. And we're just going to go ahead and die. I tried to hit Genji with the rocket, didn't quite work. Our Hanzo, or their Hanzo, was able to get me and one other person on our team down. You can see our DPS have basically no kills here. And that's unfortunate, but there's only so much I can do. I've mitigated, you know, 50% more damage than the two healers have healed at this point. There's only so much you can do. And again, we're just utilizing our different pieces of our different abilities to keep us into good positions. Gonna put this up so that we don't get killed by Hanzo. And it looks like we might. Even still. I need heals if possible. Okay, good, good. He pulled me back into cover. Our Lucio is down though, so that's like worst case scenario. I'm gonna wait for the team to get a little bit closer. And then we're gonna throw out the barrier. We're gonna pick up Mercy, because she is the one that needs to die right now. Bang, and we're gonna kill off that Mercy. We're gonna utilize the rock to deter the Genji from moving forward. Use Kinetic Grasp to stop the D.Va from being able to put in as much damage as she wants. But it's looking like it's not going to matter. It looks like they did win the game here. Unfortunately, our damage dealers just weren't very effective at dealing damage. You can see that our first DPS died 9 times, and our other DPS died 6 times. You know, there's only so much you can do when no one dies. I really tried, dudes. I'm sorry about that. You can see I have 9,400. It says tank, Bastion, what are we doing? What we're doing is, and who was that? That was our Lucio. I'll tell you exactly what we're doing. I am mitigating 3 times as much damage as you are healing, Lucio, and 50% more damage than you and the other healer combined are healing. And the DPS are doing nothing. They're dying. That's what is happening. I also had less deaths than Lucio, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, when people start talking trash, it's like that. It's like that saying where it's like, you know, there are, you point the finger at someone, there are 4 fingers pointing back at you. It's kind of like that scenario. Now that we're playing support, I'm going to go ahead and pick Kiriko, because I know that I'm going to be able to get a lot of impact out of her, and then we'll see what the other team has. If they have, like, a Roadhog, then I'll probably pick, I'll probably swap over to Zen, but depending on what our other support picks, it's going to determine whether or not we have enough healing to actually survive anyhow.
I don't work with criminals.
What's right isn't always what's legal.
Then you change the laws.
Easy for you to say.
I didn't know that Kiriko was a criminal. Apparently Kiriko is a criminal. So that's cute. As support, as DPS on this map, the place you defend is from this high ground position. This is the easiest place to stay alive from and difficult for the enemy team to aggress onto. And then you can utilize this spot to pump heals into your tank. Or, I don't know where our other DPS is. They haven't chosen a character yet. And that's unfortunate, but we can help a little bit. And our tank is already down, and so is our other support. So, I'm going to go ahead and run up on that wall by accident. That's unfortunate. You died instantly, man. Died instantly, tank. I'm really sorry that I only have 87 healing. You died in, like, the first 10 seconds of the game. I literally threw, like, 3 kunai and you were already dead. You can't stand there and be damaged when you have the Discord orb on you. I feel like I need to let them know. Tank, you gotta be careful of the Discord orb. When that's on you, it's too much damage for us to heal through. Just a heads up. Even if I'm pumping damage or heals into you, which I was dead just there, but even when I'm pumping heals into you, the Discord orb is too much damage for us to heal through. We lost our other support there, which is unfortunate. Torb, I need you to get closer to me. I can help here, sort of.
Let them up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He got me. He got me good that time. He's just swinging wildly. Just hoping for the best. Just praying, hoping and praying. Hoping against a prayer. This tank is doing a lot of talking, but not a lot of putting out. We're all busting our ass here. The tank is literally standing in the middle of the entire group of teammates with zero cover.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Your fate.
This ends now.
Setting out the welcome mat.
I'm trying so hard to keep this tank alive, and it is just too much damage, dude. It's too much damage on us. Too much damage on us. Watch him say something. Go ahead and say something again. Go ahead. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Team diff. Hey, tank. So in your future games, just make sure you utilize cover. And because you were standing out in the open with nothing next to you. to stop the damage. So a piece of cover is more impactful than any ability to stop the damage that you're actually taking. So just make sure that in the future when you play tank, you use cover. Okay, so you can see that the rest of us are a very high level, and the shit-talking tank is a level 2. And there's a direct correlation between the shit-talking tank not understanding how the game works and the rest of us kind of knowing what went wrong there. And that's why people were thanking me and not listening to the crybaby tank. Not that I'm saying, you know, don't talk to people about what the problem is, but, you know, just understand when there is a problem, that it's important to understand where you could have played better as well. And for myself, like, I could have not gotten killed by that Genji. I could have maybe not gotten killed by the Moira off at the beginning, but, like, to have, in the trade-off with that, if I didn't have to heal the tank so much, I would have been able to kill the Genji myself, because I would have been able to throw a couple of kunai, you know? So it's like there's this back and forth between, sorry for the sound cutting out. There's this back and forth between what you can do and where you should be, and you just gotta pay attention to what you're doing there. With this team, it is going to be good for me to play as Sigma. And again, like, this is another situation where an Orisa could have been good, where a Roadhog might have been okay, but Winston probably would not be the play here, because our dive DPS Sombra is not necessarily as effective as, like, a Genji or like a Tracer at being able to deal the damage at long range. Also, with them having a Bastion, I can utilize Bastion and his tank form to grab a bunch of health. And we're just going to put damage in on this Bastion. Since he has the Discord Orb on him, it's going to be very difficult for him to stop us from killing him. We know that the Kiriko is over on the side here. I'm going to put this forward. Just going to wait a second, bang, and then we're going to utilize that and wait for our barrier to fall down, and then we can use Kinetic Grasp again. And again, since what's-her-name has the Discord Orb on her, we can utilize that to put more damage in. We're going to put that into the tank. Now I'm stuck. I got booped back by Orisa into the Bastion. That wasn't your fault. That was a solid play, whether intentionally or unintentionally. That was a solid play by the Orisa to staff spin me back into the Bastion there in that moment. I'm gonna swap back over to that over on the back end here while we wait for the team to come back. Just waiting for the team here. And we can see that, like, Kiriko should be teleporting to me. She's kind of wasting valuable seconds by not doing that, but that's okay. And I'm going to use Kinetic Grasp to give me a bunch of health. We're going to put that into the Bastion, and then we're going to just stop the Bastion from being able to engage us while he's in his tank form. I'm going to pull the barrier back so that we don't need to worry about it. And now I can utilize it when I get out of the way here. We need to kill some of their support if possible. I'm going to put this damage into this Bastion and make him ineffective by standing in front of him with Kinetic Grasp. In this moment, I need to get behind cover and hope for the best. Yeah, that's okay. That's all right. So they're getting extremely, extremely aggressive. Right now, it would be kind of a good idea for me to maybe swap over to Hog or something like that, but I need to be able to effectively kill the support characters, and I don't trust Hog to not die to the Orisa off the start, because Orisa is so able to put out damage, and quite easily. And we need to keep an eye out here, just kind of get their supports down. Bang, and then I'm going to use the Kinetic Grasp to stop the damage here. And we are pushing them back in this moment, grabbing the robot and pushing ourselves back forward. And we're doing great. Sombra's up top. Sorry, Sojourn. Let's just wait a second. We don't want to get too aggressive here. Kiriko needs somebody to teleport to. Kiri, I'm trying to give you a chance here. Come to me. Okay, let's go back and wait for Zen. Let's go back and wait. Kiriko is a little bit slow on the uptake here. Try not to die in between team fights like that. We need our support. We need our support. You guys are running in with no support right now.
Uh-oh, they're pushing.
Like, I can save you for a second, but like you're killing yourself at this point. Just back up, just back up, back up, back up. Just don't engage with them right now. We're just waiting for Kitsune Rush to go away. Okay, it's done. That was nice. We got her to waste her ultimate. Good, good, good. We're doing great. Guys are doing great. Let's just get together as a team. That was embarrassing. Just try not to stand in the bastion. Ana next.
What awaits us beyond this blow?
Oh, I got put to sleep. I got put to sleep in that moment. Someone from our team left. Our other DPS left. And that's really unfortunate. Hey, we got Extinguished, subscribed at tier 1, subscribed for 7 months. Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Extinguished, thank you so much for the sub. You know I love you. I appreciate you, man. I'm on here, I'm playing Overwatch. If you are off today and you would like to come for some fun Overwatch quick play, you just let me know. I'm playing all queue tonight, so we're gonna have a little bit of everything. I'm showing off the importance of understanding why every role is important to know how to play. I'm just gonna pull that barrier back, let it regen some health. We are down. Hang on here. Let's get together.
EMP activated.
Sombra, if you can get out. Okay, sorry, yeah, we weren't quite with you there. Just gonna stop her staff spin with the rock here. Kiriko's low.
Onward to the barricade.
Gonna absorb the spear throw. We're just pushing ourselves forward. In this moment, we need to target their support.
Barricade's moving.
Good, we're pushing the barricade. Good job, everybody. You guys are doing great. Sombra, come down.
Barricade's moving.
We just need to stay on it. Use everything you have if you have an ultimate. It's doubly important now.
Get in there, Bob. Close to him and we win this.
A fear emerges from the chaos.
I got her. I'm sorry she got you. We have the forward spawn, though, so you guys should be back, no problem.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
The universe does not weep when the sun sets. Return to me. Clopey take them out.
Oh, they finally got me. They finally got me, dude. Oh my god. How close are we to Bob? We don't have a Bob. But we do have a, Okay. Okay. How close am I? 40? Doesn't matter. Let's go. Winston.
A better world is possible today.
Hack him. Hack him.
If we can take
Oh, good try, guys. What a game, dude. We were kicking ass out there. I tried so hard. You guys were amazing. Thank you. Extinguish says, I am off today, but have the girls till 7. Then, depending on how I'm feeling, I may join you. I'm not feeling too well today. I'm sorry to hear that, man. You okay? You sick, or what happened? What's the matter? Oh, man, dude, what a game. I tried so hard.
It seems we have a consensus.
And got so far. You're sick? I hear you, man. There's nothing worse than being sick. Especially when you have responsibility that you have to take care of as well as being sick. That always sucks. Looks like Star is about to come on. I will go into this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this one and then I'll pick Star up in a minute. We're attacking on Suravasa and I am tanking again. I would like to be able to play Winston here. And that way we can get to places that we need to get to.
A better world is possible today.
And hopefully quickly.
How are you
But it's going to depend on what the other what the other DPS and heals pick. It's actually a pretty bad combo here for Winston. I should probably swap to something else. It's gonna be tough. We'll see what happens. If Zen can Discord orb the people and I can dive to them, then there's a chance that it might work. But if not, then we're gonna have to see. I know that I am here before everyone else. They have a Wrecking Ball and a Lucio. But them having an Ana is good news for us. I can go ahead and destroy these turrets pretty easily. I can jump in the air as and avoid the Wrecking Ball. We want to kill this Symmetra as quickly as possible. The Hanzo skin looks fucking awesome. Oh my god. Hanzo, you look fucking awesome. Holy shit, dude.
Hello there.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, bro. That looks amazing. Okay, let me get my monkey face out of his face. I'm sure that's not flattering. They have a Widowmaker, which I would expect to try and be taking those shots at us. What's she gonna do when the monkey comes for her?
Always gets caught.
Okay, so we want to be diving onto the targets that are hard to kill or that are dangerous, and utilizing the Tesla cannon to stop them from being able to use their abilities. Chasing that ball around is just going to wind up with us wasting time. So we don't want to spend too much time. It looks like our Sombra was able to get the Symmetra, and it looks like, it appears that we're going to have a pretty easy go on to this first point. Yes. Okay, so we're going to help Lucio get back to the spawn. Let's go to the next point. So we can utilize our ability to move around here to make it difficult for them. Lucio fell off the edge, which is very funny. Gonna go ahead and use the right click of the Tesla cannon to charge up a ranged attack on that ball and make sure that he knows to suck my ball. Just one of them, though. Don't want to be too rude about it. Okay, right now, we're paying attention to where they come from next, looking at our ultimates, anticipating what we will see next. We're probably going to see a drop the beat here in a second. Moira, no fade. We're protecting our team with our gigantic Winston body. Using the barrier to block the Wrecking Ball's damage. What you gonna do? Torbjorn? How you wanna play it? And it looks like we're going to win this point, too. This is going a little bit too easily. I'm not sure why this Wrecking Ball thinks it's a good idea to keep trying this, but it's not working for him. Looks like our team is getting dumpstered by this Lucio, though. Be careful of Lucio. He's extremely aggressive, and he's chasing you guys down. I killed him. I'm going to the objective. I hear Widowmaker. She's like near me. On the other side of this wall, I'm pretty sure. I'm coming. I'm here. Moira, no fade. Moira, no fade. No Moira.
Life protects life.
Alright, so that was about the best we could have hoped for. Gonna jump back onto the point and protect Zen. I got you, fam.
Enemy here.
I don't think that's how he thought that would go. Moira, no fade. I'm getting back onto the point in case we lose it right at the end. And that was a good game, dudes. Doesn't get any easier than that. You guys made their tank quit. Yeah, dude. Oh, look at that sexy Hanzo skin. Damn, bro, that looks awesome. Harpo, weird multiverse variant of me, I guess. Had fun with that one. Oh, there was a Harpo and a Harporky. Who was Harpo? Harpo was their Lucio, and Harporky must have been their tank, because I don't see him anymore. Yeah, he was. Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. That's super close. Oh, yeah, speaking of which, let's go ahead and drop it on the homies. Give it to the two here. Star, are you ready to play? Okay, so Star is ready to jump in with me. I'm going to go ahead and invite her. And if you are here and you would like to play some unranked quick play Overwatch, today we are rolling it as all roles. We're full queuing. We're flex queuing even. There we go. That's what I was looking for. If you would like to join us, today we're flex queuing, and I'd be happy to bring you in for some games. I'm queuing up as everything. Star is going to queue up as support, and we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do well, or we'll get dookied on. That's a possibility as well. Always got to prepare for that eventuality. All right, we're on Havana. We are defending. I am tanking, and Havana is a good map to play a variety of tanks. Orisa is a good one to play on offense, not so much on defense. I feel like. As far as the best defensive tanks, you can't go wrong with a Diva if they have a Winston. You can't go wrong with a Junker Queen if they have a Winston or a Roadhog. I think both of them are strong picks. You can utilize the anti-heal against Roadhog to make it so that he can easily get countered. But with this team, it's looking like a Winston pick is going to be an easy dub. So we're going to go ahead and pick that. And we're going to get ourselves into position here. Utilizing the high ground position so that we can defend from the proper area. Being able to set up with the two DPS who will benefit heavily from our... Hey, if you guys want, I can give you a barrier up here on this high ground position. I can utilize this barrier right here to make it really easy for hit scan DPS to win, but apparently they're gonna chill out on the bottom. I can't really recommend that, but you know, it's their game. They're gonna do what they want to do. So gonna go ahead and use Kinetic Grasp to snag whatever I can in terms of additional hit points off of enemy projectiles. Gonna put that up on the side, just give them a chance to fight into that. Gonna use this rock. I can use it to hit their tank, I can use it to hit their DPS. Depends on who it hits, but we have lost... Okay, they lost their Genji. So that's actually pretty good. Again, we're going to use the Kinetic Grasp to try and snag some additional hit points. But it looks like they don't care about me at all. And I killed myself with my rock. That is so unfortunate, dude. Killed myself with my own rock. I just found out that that deals damage like 2 games ago. I didn't know that you could damage yourself with your rock. It seems kind of stupid. It's not like it's a bomb or anything, so like it seems weird to me that it would be able to damage you. But if you are a Sigma, just be aware that the possibility is there that you might hurt yourself with your own stun ability. Okay, so now I would anticipate them. I'd anticipate them wanting to put some damage into me, but it looks like their ranged attacks are kind of low here. We're gonna start sucking up their ranged attacks, and we are putting damage into their Kiriko, specifically into their Kiriko. And we're gonna stun their tank while I try and finish off their Kiriko, who is kind of hiding off in the corner there. And we're gonna utilize this stun to put it on Bob, and then we're gonna put this barrier right in front of Bob. He's gonna destroy it pretty quickly, but it's at least going to let us get out of the way. Again, I'm utilizing Kinetic Grasp here to try and save myself from as much damage as humanly possible, but it's not looking like I'm gonna be able to get away. As soon as I pressed it, Ramatra decided he wanted to go for the tank form, and that's totally fine. Sometimes Ramatra can be good. This is one of those situations where it was good to have a Ramatra. So they have reached the first checkpoint, and now fighting them in this spot is a moot point, basically, because the amount of damage that we put out, it doesn't really matter because they just spawn right here. So we kind of want to get them out of the way. And we're going to not stand directly in front of their Ashe, but utilize this piece of cover here. And but in utilizing this piece of cover, we're going to be able to stop ourselves from taking a large amount of the damage, and then we're going to finish off their Kiriko. Maybe not, but we're going to get her very close to dead. Yep, got her dead. And now we have the Ashe on the other side here, trying to push forward onto the tank, stop him from doing all of his things. And we're just backing up. We're just backing up now. And I need heals, but I'm not going to get them in time. That's okay. It's potentially that our healers were dead. I'm not sure where Zen was, but we need to get up there and over to the team. We need to get in there and stopping them as quickly as possible. Soldier is doing a little bit too much, maybe a little bit too far forward, but if he has a high ground position, he should be fine. Zen is the one who is in trouble right now, because being on the ground here is a very dangerous spot to be. We need to save this soldier. We need him alive, so I'm going to put this barrier up and try and save him from the damage that he's taking. And now I'm going to use Kinetic Grasp to to avoid some damage, and I'm gonna kill their Ana. We got a triple there. Well, I was going to use my rock to stun the Genji, but it didn't end up mattering. We were able to get everybody down, and now we can see that the tank is up top. I'm going to come along to the side here and just make sure that this tank gets extremely staggered. That is a long respawn on that tank compared to the rest of his team who we killed, like, I don't know, 10 seconds ago. So now anybody that we kill is going to be a massive boon to us. We want to punish everyone that we possibly can. So this Kiriko put herself in a bad position. So did this Reaper. And because of that, we're going to utilize this to stun them and put them back into the spawn. And we can see that Ramatra is in his tank form right now. We're going to just stun him with the rock and start putting damage into his Ana in the background there, generating a large amount of ult charge. And I'm going to use the barrier to ward off that door. Just stand out of the way of them. Zen, please come to me. Please. Yes. And we were able to utilize our support ultimate to nullify his tank ultimate and save ourselves from a bunch of hurt there. And right now, I want to kind of engage their damage dealers and hopefully get the stagger on them. Bang. And this is making it very difficult for them to continue on here. We are staggering them in a very serious way. That soldier pushed too far out. That was just a little bit too aggressive, soldier. You did great, though. And we're just going to fall back into the spawn, back over to the payload. We're just going to back all the way up here. Try not to get ourselves killed like the Widowmaker just did. And again, I'm utilizing Kinetic Grasp to put myself into a position where I can snag some additional heals. And the tank and the 2 healers, or support characters, are over here. I got hit by the sleep dart, canceling out my ultimate, and this is going to be my death here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Looks like our support was dead, and they are on their way back. We got Soldier, who is alone, and we have our Widowmaker, who has her incredibly impactful Widowmaker ult. Really snagging kills for us. This is not a good place to have a Widowmaker ult in any kind of way. We just need to get out of this room. Just stop engaging. Just stop engaging in that room, guys.
60 seconds.
I'm not going to be able to get the heals that I need to survive this. That's unfortunate, but everybody kind of scattered instead of kind of running together away from him. You can see, like, the Zen, the Soldier, the Moira, everybody is off in a different direction. That's alright. We'll kind of get together here. It's a 3v5 scenario at the door right now. No one on the other team is dead, but the 2 supports and our Widowmaker are alive. We should be conceding ground in this moment because we are effectively going to do nothing and just end up staggering some more. We just got to be careful of any additional damage that we might take. I'm going to go ahead and kill their Junkrat. I'm going to pull the barrier back, and I'm going to immediately Kinetic Grasp and just anticipate that they will also decide that it's time to push forward here. And I was able to utilize the Moira ultimate in combination with my own damage to stagger them pretty heavily there. And we are going to help out the Soldier by stunning people and putting the support characters down. And while stunned, they are completely susceptible to the Soldier's damage, which makes it very easy to get the kills off on them. And we can see that their Ramatra ran back into the spawn. We're literally standing at their spawn door. It's time to back up. It's time to back up. We need to... I need heals. I need heals. That was a little bit too slow on the Zen ultimate. But, you know, it is what it is. We did our best. We need to utilize my ultimate as quickly as possible here to get a kill on one of their support characters. And if we can do that, we should be all right. All of these characters on our team, heroes on our team, need to stay alive. Staying alive is most important here. Otherwise, we are just dead. We're straight up just dead. That is not what I wanted to press, and I have now wasted my Kinetic Grasp. But we have this Junkrat who is out of position, and I believe we will be able to kill here. Yes, and we were able to do that. We're going to go ahead and kill this Ana so that this Ramatra doesn't have any support. Nuh-uh, bro. I am literally on it, dude. I am literally standing on the payload. That's crazy. Bro, I'm literally on it. Anyway. Maybe, you know, maybe latency, who knows. But, you know, I was able to get the Ramatra and the Ana and the Junkrat there at the end, which should have been a stagger for us, able to get us into the next team fight. Unfortunately, I just landed on the payload just a little bit too late, and you know, that sucks, but it is what it is. On my screen, I was on the payload, but apparently not quite soon enough. I'm gonna go ahead into the practice range, and ideally we'll be able to practice a little bit with one of these characters. I'm gonna pick up on a let's see, who do I want to pick up on? I am going to pick up on Zen. And I'm going to charge up. Apparently, I'm going to do nothing. One thing that I need to get used to with Zen is using his charged attack and making sure that I'm staying peaked for the right amount of time. There's like a perfect sweet spot of time that you need to stay peaked out for. And I am just slightly too fast for that sweet spot. So that'd be something that I would like to work on in the future. We have a Moira, we have a Brig, we have 2 kind of mobile DPS. This is a good place to be a Winston. We're gonna see if the monkey pick ends up paying off for us or not. I would anticipate them having like a Diva or an Orisa in this spot. We're gonna see. So, this is a map I'm not super familiar with, not incredibly able to run to health packs on. So ideally, I'm just gonna have to stay kind of near my 2 supports. But having Brig is not necessarily the support that I would want to have as a monkey. That being said, if the Brig is brawling with me, then she's like a perfect support for Winston. So it just kind of depends on how it goes. And we're going to force this Tracer to recall. Tracer, no recall. They have a Lucio, which is great for us. They have a Tracer, they have a Lucio. All things that are easily countered by Winston. And that makes it easy for us to be effective in general. Symmetra also can't get away from me. And her turrets are easily killed by the Tesla cannon. So she is pretty much effectively useless. Again, same thing with Tracer. We just kind of get out of the way. Can land on her, deal some extra damage. You want to pay attention to our Sojourn, who is low health, probably engaging with their tank over here. Just gonna jump up, but not get too aggressive. We don't want to be in a position where we don't want to be. We can see that they now have an Echo. We just want to be cognizant of them potentially utilizing Echo to get into a position where they can attack the objective where we are not there, right? So, like right now, we have a Sim on the point. Got Sim putting up turrets all over the point. Just going to finish Sim off because we're not going to allow Sim to do what she likes to do. Now, Ramatra can punch straight through barricades and barriers, so you want to be careful with him when he goes into his tank form, because that is effectively the end of us and our ability to defend the team. We're down a support right now, which means that we could potentially lose the fight just based off of that entirely, but we have the Sombra who is killing their tank, and that is an incredibly effective way to stop the enemy from being able to advance on us. Looks like we are going to win this first point, and it would be difficult for them to get here and stagger, but assuming that they do, then we'll have to contend with that in a second here. You can see that Echo is here, trying to do Echo stuff, and we're just going to stop her. Yeah, and we win that first point, no problem. Yeah, we were in there destroying them. Flo, what's going on, dude? Thanks for being here. Flo, if you would like to join us for some games tonight, let me know. I am flex queuing. I'm playing all roles right now. I'm tank, but I'm down for whatever. So if you want to come with us after this game or whenever you have time, I would be happy to pull you in. And anybody else who is here, if you would like to join us for some low-intensity quick play with me talking a whole lot in the background, you know, that's what I'm here for, baby. So, let's get it. I'm gonna teabag. Alright, cool. I wonder what it looks like when Monkey teabags. Just doing, you know, monkeying around here. Won that first round with no problems at all. Gonna see if we can run it back and do it again. You want to utilize this left side here to break line of sight with them and be a solid piece of cover. right now I'm going to dive onto their Zen and just get Zen out of my face right away. What I don't want to do is put myself in a position where I have to worry. You want to be careful with Symmetra because she deals an increasing amount of damage over time. You can see that their Ramatra is kind of slow on the uptake. A little bit slow on running out of spawn. Maybe he was standing behind the spawn door, like to the back of the spawn door, and maybe that's the reason why he's so far back. Hard to say, but what we do know is that we won that first team fight with 0 problems. Flo is playing Overwatch. All right, we'll pick Flo up here in a minute. Just seeing where everything is at. Keeping an eye on their Bastion. Want to be careful of Bastion. We're going to put this down for our Bastion to try and hopefully save him from any additional damage. We can see that their team is advancing. We're going to get into a position where we can kill their team without having to worry about us. Right, so we got, they have a Life Weaver. I got killed. That's okay. We may still win this one. I got far away from my support characters. I just need, we need to stay together and get up with each other, and we should be fine. You guys should be able to win this team fight without me, no problem. I'll be there in a second, and then we'll be able to continue on. Be careful of the Bastion. Make sure you guys are utilizing cover, and it should be no problems. You can see that their Ramatra is pushing forward. Moira has no fade, so I know that it's time to take Moira out. And because of that, they are going to have to retreat. And if they don't, they're just going to die. And I'm just gonna back up and come back to my support, and we're gonna be all good. And then I can re-engage on the Ramatra when he doesn't have tank for him anymore. Right, and we're good to go. And again, we're just backing up. We're just getting out of the way, and we're not gonna let them do what they want to do. At least not entirely. Right, and then I'm going to get a little bit aggressive on the Bastion, and we're gonna pop my ultimate and just put this Bastion right in the corner, and then I'm gonna dive backwards. And we were able to kill the Bastion, and so that's good news for us. With all of those ultimates going out, we're just gonna kind of back up while the Ramatra stands in his tank form. We don't want to get too aggressive here. I'm going to try and save our Moira with my gigantic monkey body. They are using their Moira ult, so I'm going to put this down, but remember that Moira's ult still goes through it, so don't stand in the open right now. With Brig's ultimate out, we can all get a little bit more aggressive. Don't stand in the Molten Core if you can. It's good news for us when the Brig ult starts coming out, because we are able to do crazy things. And that is good game, dude. That is good game. Good game, everybody. You guys are awesome. We stomped that team. They got a bunch of titles. Like, it doesn't get much better than that. Star got play of the game! I'm sorry. All the ults are popping. Yeah, I call... When all the ults start popping, I call that silly time. Look at Star going off, dude. Going off with the heals. Just spewing on everybody. GG's to the other team. And GG's to our team as well. Gonna go ahead and give that one to Star. Gonna give the other one to our Brigida, because she was solid support. Gonna cancel that out so that I can invite our boy Flo. Presumably a boy. If you're not a boy, I'm sorry for that. And then we're gonna dive back in. Yeah, I know. Isn't it exciting? It's always exciting when supports get play of the game, but it's even more exciting when Star gets play of the game. I love that. I love to see her popping off, taking names. I'm a dude, no worries. I had a feeling you were a dude, but then I felt bad for assuming, you know? You never know, you know, out here. And different people are different. You know, some people don't like the word dude either. I found that out when I had my DudeNoWay gaming channel. I commented back to someone on YouTube, and they left a nice comment, and I was like, thanks, dude. And they were like, I'm a girl. And I was like, dude, you know, have you never heard the I'm a Dude song? Like, Flo is tanking and I am healing. What a twist. Flo, let's go. I got you, baby. You're gonna be Zen?
No.
No, okay. I thought Star picked Zen for a second. I was like, what? What? No way. I don't think so.
Kidding.
Just kidding. Exactly. And again, if you guys are watching and you would like to join us, let me know and I will pull you in for some low-intensity, quick play matches. Having some fun tonight. Going with the flex queue. The importance of flex queue is understanding that everybody's role can be utilized differently. The knowledge that you gain from playing the other roles is invaluable to your ability to play the game more effectively. You never know how someone is actually played until you play them yourself.
I never stopped. Unlike you, the world doesn't want us, Wilhelm.
Oh, he's got a cool he's got a cool Reinhardt skin. You can see he's got a black beard. Star threatening him with voice lines. Yeah, I heard that, dude. I heard that. She is, what is it, like a, what do they say, like a centipede or whatever? I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh, this is not good for our team. That's a lot of damage on our, Sojourn. I'm sorry, Sojourn. I'm sorry, Soldier and Flo. I'm doing my best to keep you guys alive, but, that diva is kicking our ass right now. Yeah, and I got too. I got too. That's what happens when there's an aggressive diva. Oh, it was actually the Baptiste that killed both me and Flo. Actually, it looks like it was the Hanzo that killed Flo.
Let's go.
But Baptiste killed me. They were all firing into us, so. One thing you gotta think about with the enemy team is when they're super aggressive, it means that they lack the ability to know when to stop, usually. So. Super aggressive teams tend to overextend. We need to keep our DPS alive. They are getting very, very low. I'm trying to keep the heals on everybody. Keep everybody together. Diva ran in on me. You guys are down to one support here. Diva ran in and used her mech to stomp me. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get to you guys. Quackhead, we lost Flo. What is happening right now, bro?
I'm here.
Star's getting damaged here. I got killed by the dragons, unfortunately. This is not going well. This is not going well. Flo dropped out, and I immediately died in the next fight.
Done playing around.
If I can get to the hog, I will. I literally got killed, or got hit immediately out of the spawn. Roadhog just got destroyed with damage. Hog, that was so much damage. I'm so sorry. I was even healing you at that moment. Everybody back up, back up. Group up with Hog.
Eyes open now. My gift to you.
I'm gonna reload. Just keep this Hog up. Keep this Moira up. Doing my best to keep everyone alive here. Don't get killed by the dragons. Hog was standing directly in the dragons.
Let the Kitsune guide you. I'm on fire. Dodge this. Under my protection.
It's go time.
You know, you try and support him, but it doesn't always work. Star, you got body blocked. I was trying to teleport to you, but for whatever reason, I couldn't.
So sorry. Do what I can. There's. Oh, I just sent a healing orb to them. That's helpful.
Flows anew. What's up? Let me balance you out.
Oh, Oh, she dropped it right on my
I got headshot by the Hanzo as soon as I came out. That's okay. Let's just get back together. Let's try that again. That was a completely discombobulated run. I've never seen something more out of touch. Like, the whole fight, the whole time was just terrible. Let's try that again. We're just gonna back out. Just gonna leave his group. Your internet just drops out randomly. No big deal, Flo. No big deal. Alright, so you are here. Let's go ahead and try that again. Let's run that back. I'm gonna stand up for 1 second. Oh, my keys are destroying my left leg here. That was horrible. That last game. We're gonna do better next time. I gotta check my shoes, bro. It feels like, it smells like shit in here.
Welcome.
Nope, that shoe's good. That shoe's good. We're looking good there. Alright, we got Flo.
Select your hero.
No, I don't know what it is. I swear to God, it stinks in here, though, dude. It smells bad in here. Okay. So we got Flo and Star, our support, and I am tanking. We have an Ashe as our other DPS, and we're waiting for our next DPS to zone in. Hopefully they get here. All right, we did get one. Miss Vendetta. She's got a vendetta about something. She's mad about something, and I don't know who she's gonna pick. Driving me a little bit crazy. I wish she would just pick a character so I knew which tank to pick. All right, I'm gonna pick Winston because it allows me to get to places. We're gonna see if it matters. And we have a soldier. Oh, I hurt myself. The tank doesn't like, or the cat doesn't like the last game either. Heals on me, please. Thank you. Let's get this diva out of mech. Heals on me. Cool. Okay. We're on the point. We're doing great. I'm getting back. I'm backing up around the corner. I'm gonna put this there. Kill this Echo. If we don't get her down, she's going to, that's alright. Let's just, run. Just run out if we can.
God.
Yeah, that's what happens. You can't let Echo be Echo. Let's just group up. We're down our Moira. We don't all have to run through that spot where they're shooting. Gonna go ahead and let that Echo die, ideally.
The objective is mine.
Moira's got no fade. Good. Good. Diva's out of mech. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm pretty sure I knocked that Echo off the map. I'm not 100% sure. If I did, that's funny. And if not, then, well, at least we got the point back. That's the important thing. Just be careful, Flo. Need heals, need heals. Ooh, buddy. That was a dangerous one. I'm just gonna back up out of the way for a second.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
I'm just killing this Mercy right now. Got damage in on Mercy, a little bit more. Yep, there we go. Got that monkey. We monkeying around out here, baby. Woo! Good heals, everybody. Good heals, good round. That was fun. That poor Ramatra on the other team. I killed him in the Primal Rage by booping him into a wall over and over again. It's what you like to see, you know? You always want to get a couple of kills with the Primal Rage if possible. Okay, in this round, I'm gonna swap to Reinhardt. And if this goes terribly, then I'm very sorry. But I have a feeling that we should be good. I'm not a great Rein. Just a heads up, I'm not a very good Reinhardt. But I don't think that'll matter too much. We have a Lucio now. Okay, so we have a Lucio instead of a Illari. So I just gotta be careful of the damage that I take. Just want to be careful here. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I'm gonna die. Yep. You guys should try and get out of there if you can. Who's back? Lucio's here. All right. All right, we're good. We're getting in. We're getting in. Gonna get back in there. I'm getting close to an ultimate, but they should also be getting close to an ultimate. Heals on me. I gotta get better with that charge, man. But I was able to get him down. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm gonna try and catch an angle for this fire strike. Was not able to get one. That's okay. Both of my fire strikes are on cooldown. I'm gonna try and catch them through this side corridor. Nothing. You guys got the echo. That's good stuff. Heals on me, heals on me, heals on me. Nice. Nice. That Bob is clutch. Bob is super clutch. Alright, she needs a moment to recharge. We're going to give her a second to fall back. We're going to keep an eye on this little side corridor. Make sure they don't get any funny ideas here. We have Bob is still up. Bob is down now. Get ready to use Coalescence. Not yet. Just try and stay alive while we wait for the Mercy ult to go away. And I don't want to get too aggressive about where I use my charge or anything like that, but I do want to jump in on them. momentarily.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Reinhardt.
Echo is one. Bang, and I was able to get Echo. I missed my hammer down. Damn. I'm gonna need damage on this Mercy if possible. Cool. I need heals if you got them. I need to smoke them if we got them here. I'm probably gonna die here. Nice flow. Nice, dude. Nice, bro. Bro, we did it. No, bro, we did it. That was, I'm a terrible Reinhardt, but you guys did great. You guys did amazing. That's incredible. I don't mind seeing Echo with the Pog. All right, so I can endorse Flo, and I'm gonna endorse our Ashe because she did great, even though she was the one who died right there. That last fight went hard, bro. That last fight was crazy. If I didn't have the Mega Health Pack to save me from Echo, I would have died. And then I picked up the Mega, and Echo was out of abilities, and she didn't know what to do, and I just swung on her twice. That was like that was insanely silver gameplay on my part. Like, I should not have done what I did as Ryan, but you guys are so good at healing that I didn't anticipate really dying too much. I only died the one time, so like, you guys as support are really strong, so I didn't have to worry too much. But at the same time, I should not have taken the risks that I took. That was so much fun, though. Okay, it is it's starting right now. You have not that much time, honestly. Luna's food needs to be scraped out with a knife, hon. Just, yeah. I tried to use the fork last night, and it bent in half a bunch of times. Alright, so we're attacking. Ryan is also just so hard to play right now. Yeah, he's not that good of a tank. Honestly, his kit is a little bit too antiquated for this new kind of meta that we're in. So we have we got an Echo and a Bastion, and this would be a good place for me to play Winston, but instead I'm just gonna play Sigma. Star left the game, so we're gonna get a different support here. We'll see who we get, but I will play Sigma either way. And they decided to choose Moira too, so it's all good. That is a cool looking Echo skin. If I were into rainbows, I think I'd be super into that skin. But, you know, that's, you know, I don't use skins anyway, really. Except for this one on Sigma, because it hides his toes. And, like, I might be in the minority here, but I hate seeing Sigma's feet. Like, his nasty man feet. Like, I don't want to see that at all. I'm gonna pull this back, pull back my barricade. I'm just gonna send that their way. So this, Doomfist is putting a ton of damage out into us right now. You guys need to stop shooting Doomfist when he is, when he's charging up. And with, Doomfist doing what Doomfist is doing, I think we should be alright to, get a kill here. Come here for healing? You mean come to me for healing? Pi is kind of hanging out inside of the spawn here. That's totally fine. We just need to get a couple of kills, that's all. We have an Echo, we have a Sombra, we should be fine. I'm just gonna wait for the team. We just need to stop shooting them when, we just need to stop shooting, Doomfist when he's, charging up. because that increases the damage of his next charge up. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna kill her. Kill their Moira. And this is gonna be easy to avoid here. Literally just gonna put a barrier. Need a little bit of heals here. A little bit of heals would be nice. Not gonna get the heals that I need. That's unfortunate. Okay, so both of our support were down. If you guys need help, I can swap characters. Just let me know. But the Doomfist, I don't think is that hard to get away from. Bang. Now we should be good to push the payload forward. Just everybody get on the payload, and that is the break of their hold right there. I just went into the back line, utilized gravitic flux, and I was able to kill 3 of their guys right off the jump. Their Genji, their 2 support, Moira and Zen both went down pretty easily. And we're just going to show them that you can't do whatever you want here. And I think we just killed Doomfist. Okay, so now that I am back to not having an ultimate, I'm going to go ahead and swap to Winston, and I am going to dive on top of their support, and that is going to make it impossible for Doomfist to do what Doomfist is doing. It looks like our 1 DPS is not doing anything at all. Oh man, so I am dying really quickly. And it's possible that I'm just not playing cover well enough, but I feel like this Doomfist is obliterating our team, and that no one is really doing too well against him. Gonna go ahead and kill no one because Zen is gonna ult, and I'm gonna be dead before I ever get a chance. Okay, well. The Widowmaker is not necessarily the call. You're the only one who's gotten kills. Okay, everybody just hang out. Just wait a second. Don't go in, because we're just staggering now. We're not able to do anything. Doom is too big of a target to... Okay. Doom is too big of a target to be effectively avoiding if you're not... I'm just gonna die again. Yeah, okay, so that's okay. That it is what it is. We should have had a much better team, team comp, but the Doom just wanted to do what Doom wanted to do, and I got play the game. But yeah, so you just gotta kind of stay together. I feel like we kept going out and staggering. A lot of times people would get killed by Doom. You know. It is what it is. I could not do anything with that Doom. DPS needed better target priority. Yeah, and like the other thing is, the DPS, the one of them didn't kill anyone. He only had like 1 kill, the Bastion. So, yeah, I see you. So, when Doom is jumping into your face, the best thing you can do in that scenario is, you know, kill his backline. Because Doom wants to kill you, so if you are not able to be killed because you are also in their backline, then Doom has to play a completely different game, right? So, in situations where you're fighting against Doomfist, if he's really aggressive, you want to play the next most mobile thing that you can play, which would be like, for support, that would be like a Kiriko. or like a Moira, and the ability for Doom to be scary Doomfist is kind of taken away in that regard. And then same thing with like Mercy. Mercy can't be killed while she's flying in the sky, right? So like Doomfist can't pound on Mercy and stomp her into the dirt while she's flying in the sky. Kiriko can teleport around to different people. Lucio could have Lucio might have worked, but the thing about Lucio is that he's on the ground. So like when Doomfist does this move, what's it called? The Seismic Slam. When he does the Seismic Slam, Lucio gets kind of bounced around, whereas Mercy is kind of in the sky, right? And then when people shoot Doom while he is doing his power block, the more damage he takes, the more powerful his next rocket punch is. So people who they see the Doomfist and then they panic and they're like, "Oh my God, kill the big scary guy with the big fist. He's in my face." But he's like charging his rocket punch, and then the rocket punch one hits you after that. So you got to be got to be cognizant of like what you're doing. It's the same thing with Sigma and his kinetic grasp. You know, like you don't want to shoot him during kinetic grasp. You don't want to shoot Doom during power block because then he's just going to die, like or you're just going to die. I mean, and the more discombobulated a team is, the more effective Doom can be at stopping them from being able to push forward. So with Flo on a Winston and me on a Kiriko, we should be good to dive targets together. That being said, we don't have any DPS that can dive with us, so we have to be very cognizant of who we are diving and when, and make sure that we don't take fights, like overextend into fights that we don't need to. But there are going to be games where we stomp, there are going to be games where we get stomped. That's just kind of the nature of the business. That was one of those games. So we got Winston's pushing forward, and I am going to follow up with him. Hopefully our team, our team is coming with us, and we should be good here. We just want to have a good idea of where the enemy is and decide who we're diving before we go and get all crazy. Because if we dive in without understanding where people are or why we're diving in, then we usually will end up dying. Okay, so I have destroyed the immortality field, dropped a couple of kunai into their Junkrat, and I'm gonna follow up with Flo. I'm going to dive with Flo and put damage in with him. And with Flo taking out that Hanzo, I can now reload, and I am safe to dive back with them. Bang, I'm gonna go ahead and put damage in on their Lucio with you guys, and we're good to go. And it's all about knowing where to go and who to dive and why we're diving. Because if we just dive for no reason, then the possibility of us getting killed is a lot higher. We see that their Bastion is on the other side of this wall. So I'm going to go ahead and get our tank up and prepare for their Bastion to engage with us. We can imagine that their Bastion is probably looking for the angle on us right now. And if not, then we want to find ourselves in a power position so that we can... help everybody to survive through the Bastion onslaught. I'm going to go ahead and heal our Moira. Make sure that she doesn't die. Don't get too aggressive. You're fighting against a Junkrat. When Junkrat dies, he has a passive ability called Martyrdom, and he drops a ton of grenades on his corpse when he dies. And because he was in the air and you were underneath him, the Junkrat died and all of his Martyrdom grenades fell on your face. So we can see their Moira is up, we can see their Lucio is up, and they now have a Mauga. Now we need to be extremely careful because Mauga's damage is very, very high. Now it's time for us to back off. We're gonna concede ground a little bit here because we don't want to overextend ourselves into a bad position. We're gonna keep our 2 DPS alive as best that we can. And guys, back up, concede ground. Wait for the tank to come back. Okay, so they can't hear me. Or if they can, they're not listening. But if they die, then it's kind of on them. We're gonna do our best to keep them alive, but if they die, then they die. We're gonna watch out for the dragons, who are coming right through our back line. This Hanzo is in a really bad spot. We're gonna let the Kitsune guide us, and we're gonna keep our eyes peeled for this Junkrat ult. Okay, it's gone. Bang, and we were able to get everybody. That is too many ultimates, though. So what just happened was we silly timed our way through 3 ultimates. Never really want to use more than 2. So I'm going to help with Flo here inside of the barrier. But we don't want to be inside the barrier and let our team die either. As best we can, we want to try and keep everybody alive. It looks like our team is absolutely slaying them, and we are doing to the enemy what the enemy was doing to us in the last game. So yeah, just be careful of the Hanzo arrows that can still kill you from spawn, but you can't kill him. Right now, we're going to keep Flo alive. Again, we are in a spot where the enemy can kill us, but we can't kill them. And Flo is stuck inside of the ultimate of the Malga. And inside of the Malga ult, we can't heal you through the boundaries of that. That was amazing on my screen. That was super cool on my screen to watch that Malga try and charge Star, but her Moira fade out of the way. We need to keep getting out of here. Yep, we're conceding ground right now. Remember that we don't have to push it all the way to the end. We just have to not let them push it farther than we pushed it. I'm trying to get Flo up, but he is line of sighting me with the corners over there. So I can let the Kitsune guide us here in a second. We are down 2. So we absolutely need to back up in this moment. We need to turn around because the guys that we're fighting, they're pushing the robot and we're looking at the enemy. We need to get out of here. I'm gonna try and save Flo, but it's not looking good for the homie. We're waiting. We're just waiting. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Okay, Flo, we need to get you up. Unfortunately, I can't save the Hanzo up there. We need to... we're going to let the Kitsune guide us now. I'm going to try and save the Hanzo with my ultimate. We used 2 ultimates there and didn't overextend ourselves, so that's perfect. We know that we're about to have the Moira ult and the Winston ult.
If a Reaper ult coming in, be careful.
Heard. We know that we're about to have the Reaper ult on top of us. He really thought. He picked the wrong one. So, right now I want to save this Hanzo, but it's not looking good for me. I'm trying to get up to Flo, but he's stuck outside of my range here. My Suzu couldn't save him. I did throw it, but unfortunately it just wasn't soon enough. Let's keep going. Let's keep running. We're gonna keep running here. We're gonna try and get back up with Flo, who is going to save us from the big bad Malga. We can see that the Hanzo is up here, and because of that, I'm going to. Oh, I got got. Okay, we need to keep Winston alive. Look for Winston and keep him alive. Uh-oh. Our Moira is in death territory.
Am I?
You should have been.
Am I though?
I'm with you. Draw strength from nature.
You die, bitch.
Okay, we should dive it. Yep, cool. I'm going in. Hanzo is above you.
Thanks.
I'm jumping up with you, Winston. Good. I got stomped out by the Malga, who was in the middle of his charge at that moment. Extinguish gonna get some sleep. Extinguish, I hope you feel better, man.
Let's go.
Feel better. I will see you next time. Get better, you know, sleep. Don't worry about us. We'll still be here gaming the next time you have a day off. Because we do this every day. You know how it goes. Try and keep Winston up. Try not to get too aggressive. You're down one support. Never mind. He's got ultimate. I'm gonna keep our DPS up. We can see that we are approaching the final destination, and we win. And I guess because we win, I'll let the Kitsune guide us. Guide us to the next game. That was a great game. Everybody did great. Flo is an awesome Winston, and we had good DPS as well. It helps when your DPS kill things. You know what I mean? Absolutely is a deal breaker if the DPS don't actually get any kills. You saw that Riptire rolling for that guy? Oh my god, dude. There's a moment there where that Riptire might have been the end of that Malga. We'll never know. Flo says, I used to be a tank main. Yeah, dude, you can tell that you are experienced in the tank role. You know when to go and when to stop. Extinguish says, I'm off during the day on Wednesday and Thursday this week. Alright, well, we'll try and get together then. That sounds like a plan, dude. Sounds like a plan to me. Homie. Brother. Change this season? There's nothing wrong with changing it up, either. The whole point of this episode is the importance of flex. Because if you don't flex onto different roles, you never understand why people are doing what they're doing, the positions they should be taking, and you don't understand, like, the play style that they should have. So it makes it difficult for you to kind of understand the game as a whole if you don't flex onto different roles. And going from support to DPS, or from tank to support, or what have you, is a completely different game. You're playing a completely different play style, a completely different, like, set of skills. Like, your skill set is completely changed. So it's incredibly important to play different things and understand why each thing is important and why people are doing what they're doing. Because once you know, you can anticipate where they'll go next. We got a Malga on our team now. Flo is going to be playing the Malga. I'm going to be chilling out up here. We'll see if there is a... see if there is a Widowmaker. It doesn't look like it. No, they have a Mei and they have a Soldier. Just putting that heavy damage out onto him. But not letting anybody die here. Don't want to get too aggressive. Don't want to spend too much time throwing kunai. Otherwise, that could be the difference between us dying or living. And we're going to put the Suzu out on the tank, because we don't want the tank to fall. And when the tank does fall, it's time for us to leave. It's time for us to leave now. Now we get out of here. We get completely out. We back all the way up. We get off the point. We try not to take any engagements that we don't need to. because the odds of us living are very small. Get out of there. Get out of there.
It's go time. Target down.
Someone is on top of me, and I don't like it, and I'm gonna do my best to keep everybody alive, but it's gonna be tough because we're in a gigantic disadvantage because not everyone left that fight when the tank died.
Under my protection. Protecting.
Just gonna go ahead and cleanse our guys, make sure that we don't die from any extra damage that could be thrown our way. We're going to try and save the tank. He charged out of the ultimate here. I'm not able to save anyone, and it looks like I will be dying here. Oh, nope, she decided to stop fighting me for some reason. That Junker Queen definitely could have gotten me if she wanted to. I'm definitely dead here, but that's okay because we are 99 to 100. We should not be fighting on the point right now. Yeah, all right, their whole team is there. We can gain nothing in this moment by, we're doing nothing but charging their support ultimates. If you're not getting a kill, then you're just charging their support ultimates.
Enemy over there. It's go time.
We need to kill their Mercy, or it doesn't matter. Again, we need to kill their Mercy, or it doesn't matter.
On your six.
I'm grateful.
Trying to save Cass, but it's not going to happen. We need to go back and wait for the team.
Winston reporting.
Just gotta go back and wait for the team. Farah, just a heads up, the Ofuda has travel time, so my heal will take a second to get to you. We have a soldier, we have a Cassidy. We could have utilized the ultimates of the two people who pushed, or who swapped, but it is what it is. It's already done now. We're gonna let the Kitsune guide us and hopefully guide us to victory. I'm gonna go ahead and try and save Flo. Flo is able to dodge this Junker Queen pretty effectively. Just line of sighting her like crazy. And even though we didn't actually kill all of their team, we did push them back effectively. Which is good stuff. It's good stuff. It's what we wanted, right? It's ideally the best case scenario. We were able to push them off. I'm just gonna check and make sure everything's still running in the background. Make sure everything is everything's good here. We're good there. We're good there. Everything's good. All right, yeah, we're fine. All right, cool. All right, awesome. Cool. Sorry for the sound cutting out, but every now and then I got to give a back end check.
Believe Anna Amari's kid took up with mercenaries like Helix.
Just making sure.
As opposed to whatever you are.
All right, we're good.
3, 2, 1.
Flo is going to play Sigma, and we are going to be able to effectively take these guys out with the Sigma and Farah pick. I'm going to keep our soldier up. Going to keep our Sigma up. We have a Sombra on the other team. I'm trying to get to Sigma, but I wasn't able to. We got to be a little bit faster on that Sigma heal. I was trying, but I was assisting Farah with the Sombra kill. We did get the point, though, so at least there's that. Farah, come out. Can't do anything about that. I threw the heals her way, but it takes time to get there.
Over there.
Yeah. Yep, just got to make sure that that Mercy stays dead. And we can profit from that point forward.
The breeze brings relief.
I'm going to keep our team alive.
Thanks.
I really hope our Pharah stayed up. There she is. I couldn't see her in the sea of people there. I picked that diva right before her mech came in. I bet she's mad. I would be. Remember that we have to keep an eye out for the point. Moira has to recharge. Moira has to recharge. Her heals are low. Get ready for the flank. We're getting close to the end here.
I've got you. Nerf this.
That was too easy, bro.
Play of the game.
Oh, wow. The Moira on the other team was teabagging. I think people get more butthurt about teabagging than they necessarily need to. You know, teabagging is just a button in a video game, dude. I think you're a little bit over the top there.